10 years ago. Let me ask you about the meeting today, Gary. Some of America's largest corporate CEOs slated to meet with the president today. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon, Tesla CEO Elon Musk, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, Mary Barra from GM. Tell us what to expect from this meeting. This is the first of the CEO Advisory Council, correct?
Well, we've had in the manufacturers already. We've had in the automobile manufacturers already. We've had small businesses in. We've had Harley-Davidson in. We've had the pharma groups in. So we've had a bunch of other CEO groups in. This is a mixed group in. So this will be a more wide-range discussion today on the economy, regulation, what we can do holistically to help corporate America.
Do you find, generally speaking, that corporates want to work with the administration? You know, one thing that we hear on this program is that in the last 8 years, the administration wasn't listening. Now they feel like they have an ear. What kind of reaction are you getting from business leaders?
The reaction's been overwhelming, Maria. We have had over 50 CEOs to the White House in the first 2 weeks, not including the group coming in today. They all walk out euphoric that they've been to the White House. The White House has listened to them. The president has listened to them. The president is taking their advice. The president is giving them his commitment that there will be follow-up and there will be actions and there will be follow-up meetings. Literally before these meetings end, we put another meeting on the schedule with specific follow-ups that will happen between the end of this meeting and the next meeting. And everyone is very excited when they walk out of the meeting and say, I'll be back for the next meeting and we'll do what we need to do as long as you do what you need to do. And I can guarantee you the White House is doing what they need to do.
That's fantastic. That's how a business guy or gal approaches things, so that's terrific. Let me ask you, because of that, the point that you just made, we're all wondering what is with Uber and the CEO Travis Kalanick's exit from Trump's business council. He withdrew his name from this group after the president's immigration ban. Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced that he's staying on as a member of Trump's council, saying the advisory council simply provide advice and attending does not mean I agree with the actions of the administration. But how are you, looking at what the CEO of Uber is doing, stepping down because he doesn't agree with the immigration policy?
Well, Maria, I think you know that Travis is a good friend of mine, and I'm sorry that Travis is not coming in today. That said, I respect his views. He's allowed to do what he wants to do. That said, we have a phenomenal group of CEOs coming in today. I was looking, I think there's over 30 people sitting at the table for the meeting today. We've got a huge variety of industries being represented. We've got a bunch of industry titans. We've got a bunch of current huge CEOs, former CEOs. This is going to be a phenomenal discussion today, and we're going to really talk about a bunch of the major and important issues that are hindering U.S. growth, hindering economic growth, and we're going to come up hopefully with real tangible solutions today.
And final question, one of those solutions has to be infrastructure. Gary, I know you've been working a lot on the president's campaign promise of a $1 trillion infrastructure program. How do you see that working? I mean, somebody's got to fund this, right? Are you expecting private partnerships from some of the big banks where they would be funding specific infrastructure projects?
Well, Maria, it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all. First of all, as part of our tax code and our new tax deal, we're going to do a big job with corporate repatriation. And many of the CEOs that have come in over the last week are CEOs that have large pools of cash offshore. They have all made promises to us that they will repatriate their cash when we come up with a reasonable tax code. So we've got a lot of surety that we're going to get a huge pool of cash back. We're going to use a bunch of that one-time repatriated money coming back as part of our infrastructure plan. But there's going to be a combination of public and private partnerships, as well as government spending, as well as every other means to finance infrastructure we can. We have a huge infrastructure build in this country. Many of the most important aspects of our infrastructure were built once, and we continue to do poor maintenance on them to keep them going. So if you look at the air traffic control system, or you look at the interstate wire grid, or you look at water and sewers, or even the interstate highway system, we need to redo that system in modern 2020 technology.
Yeah, for sure. Gary, great stuff. Congrats to you, and thanks for your service to our country. We appreciate it. We will see you soon.
Thank you, Maria.
Good luck with the meeting today. Gary Cohn joining us this morning.